let's go to page 122, and this is lesson 9.3. This is complex multiplication and coordinates. So this is learn how to multiply complex numbers. It seems kind of complicated, but depends on the problem. Most of the time it's going to be fairly easy. Okay, so it says Z1 equal to R1. Instead of writing the whole thing, so I'm going to just write CIS, okay, theta 1. And Z2 equal to R2 CIS of theta 2. Okay? So when you multiply, what it's saying is that when you multiply, when you have Z1 times Z2, okay, all you have to do is multiply the coefficient R1, R2, and then you add the inside. So it becomes CIS of theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay? If you write out the long way, then this will equal to R1, R2 times cosine of theta 1 plus theta 2 plus I sine of theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay? So equal to that. Now, why is this so? Well, remember, if you this is why different form has an advantage and disadvantage. Because if you write this in the exponential form, okay, the Z1 will equal to R1 e to the I theta 1, right? This is equal to R1 e to the I theta 2, right? So what happens when you multiply these two together? Okay, when you multiply these two together, so when you multiply this way, you're going to get, when you multiply this, you're going to get R1, R2, and what happens when you multiply the exponents? You add the exponents, right? Right? So you can see where this came from, right? Okay? So again, the reason you add this together because this is exponents. Okay, these are exponents. So when you multiply the exponents, you add. That's where they came from. Okay? So you can see that easier over here. Over here it's kind of harder to see. Well, how come when you multiply you have to add? Well, because these are your exponents. Okay, that's the reason for that. Okay. Okay, so let's go to example 9-2. It says take the complex number, so you have Z1 equal to 1/2 plus I squared of 3 over 2. Okay, when it is multiply a complex number, when you multiply a complex number, let's call it W. Okay, equal to R CIS of theta. Okay, so what will happen? Okay, well, it's more easier to see when you put in this form. Okay, so this one, what happened is, if you were to draw this is 1/2. So this is 1/2 square root of 3 over 2. Okay, so this would be a 1. So Z1 is actually equal to 1 e to the I 60 degrees. Right? And this one, if you write it in the exponential form, the W will equal to R e to the I theta, right? So when you multiply this together, you're going to end up with R e to the I theta plus 60 degrees, okay? So what happens when you multiply this together is that this one will be just rotate by 60 degrees, okay? Right? See that? You just add 60 degrees to it. Okay, see the W? Okay, so when you multiply by Z, all you do is just rotating 60 degrees in this case. Okay?